Vancouver Canucks vs. St. Louis Blues. It's Monday night, and the Canucks are looking to snap their road losing streak while the Blues are trying to bounce back from consecutive losses. But here's the deal. Vancouver is coming off a solid 2-1 win over Washington, showing they can grind out a win when it counts. St. Louis, on the other hand, got shut out 2-0 by Dallas. Not exactly confidence-inspiring, is it? Let's talk trends. St. Louis might have dominated this matchup historically, going 8-1-1 in their last 10 against Vancouver. But history doesn't win games, performance does. Vancouver's offense? They're averaging 2.79 goals per game. And in their last outing, they capitalized with 2 goals on just 25 shots. Quinn Hughes is leading the charge with 14 goals and a whopping 40 assists, while JT Miller and Brock Boeser have been consistent contributors. Hughes was the hero against the Capitals, netting both goals, and Filip Hronek chipped in with 2 assists. Defensively, Vancouver has had their struggles, giving up 3.17 goals per game, ranking 27th in the league. But here's the silver lining. They gave up just 1 goal in their last game, thanks to Kevin Lankinen standing tall in net. He's boasting a 17-8-6 record with a 2.58 GAA and a .905 save percentage. If he can keep that up, the Canucks are in good shape. St. Louis though? They're averaging 2.76 goals per game but got blanked against Dallas despite 33 shots on goal. Jordan Kyrou is their main man with 42 points, followed by Dylan Holloway and Robert Thomas, but it's been hit or miss for the Blues offense lately. Defensively, St. Louis has been better than Vancouver, allowing 2.98 goals per game, ranking 18th. Binnington's numbers aren't stellar, with a 13-18-3 record and an .845 save percentage. Vancouver's power play, clicking at over 21%, could exploit that. Now, let's get real. The Blues split their last 4 at home, but the Canucks have lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. That said, Vancouver's power play is more efficient, and despite their defensive issues, they have the offensive firepower to break through St. Louis' defense. And today's AI pick is Vancouver Canucks moneyline. They've got the momentum, the talent, and the edge in special teams to take this one on the road. On to Game 2.
The Los Angeles Kings. A team with a solid record but stumbling their way through January. Sitting at 2-6-1-4-6. They're still clinging to third place in the Pacific Division. But let's be honest, 5 wins in their last 10 games. That's not exactly inspiring confidence. Their offense, a ghost town lately, 7 goals in the last 4 games. That's not going to cut it. Sure, Kemp and Kopitar are doing their part, stacking up 36 goals and 51 assists combined. But beyond that, it's a struggle. Now, their defense is a different story. Rock solid, allowing just 2.46 goals per game. They've been keeping opponents in check. Gavrikov and Anderson, lockdown defenders, and Darcy Kuemper in goal. He's been an absolute war with a .920 save percentage and a tidy 2.09 goals against average. The Kings are leaning on him, but for how long? Then we've got the Red Wings. 2-3, 2-1, 5 and barely keeping their heads above water in the Atlantic Division. But hey, 2 wins in a row. They might just be heating up. Larkin and Raymond are doing their best to carry the offense with 40 goals and 57 assists. But outside of them, it's a barren wasteland. Only 4 guys with double-digit goals. That's a problem. And the defense? Let's just say 3.14 goals allowed per game isn't the kind of stat that screams playoff contender. Seider and Evansson are putting in the work. But the rest of the defensive unit? Not so much. The silver lining, Cam Talbot. He's holding it down with a .906 save percentage and a respectable 2.90 goals against average. He's the reason they're still in games. But here's the thing, momentum. It's everything, and Detroit's got a little of it right now. Kings, they're sliding, and a hungry Red Wings squad smelling blood in the water could be the perfect storm. And today's AI pick is the Detroit Red Wings at +125. The Wings are finding a spark at the right time. And in a game like this, sometimes that's all you need. If Talbot stands tall and the offense chips in just enough, There's value in backing Detroit tonight. On to Game 3.
Pittsburgh Penguins versus San Jose Sharks. Two teams in freefall, both desperate for a win. The Penguins? 20-23-8 and struggling. Winning just 3 of their last 13 games. They're deep into a 7-game road trip, coming off ugly losses to Anaheim and Seattle. Nedeljkovic is expected in goal, rocking a shaky 3.26 goals against average and a .893 save percentage. Pittsburgh's defense? Letting in 3.63 goals per game, second worst in the league. And with Brian Rust and Evgeny Malkin questionable, their offense might take a hit. The Sharks? An absolute disaster at 14-32-6. They've lost 6 straight and 9 of their last 10. Their goaltending? A mess. Georgiev is 2-10-0 with a brutal 4.02 GAA, and Askarov isn't much better. San Jose's defense bleeds goals, ranking dead last, while their offense barely scrapes 2.63 goals per game. Injuries keep piling up, making their situation even worse. At the end of the day, this game isn't about who's good, it's about who's worse. And today's AI pick is the Pittsburgh Penguins money line. Pittsburgh's got more left in the tank. And against a sinking Sharks squad, that's enough.
New Jersey Devils versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Two teams with plenty to prove, but only one with real value tonight. The Devils. Sure, they're riding high off a 5-1 beatdown of the Bruins, and their power play is clicking at an impressive 28.87%. They're sitting at 27-17-6, feeling good about themselves. But let's not get carried away. This is a team that's been inconsistent all season, relying heavily on their top scorers in a power play that won't always bail them out. At even strength, they're barely breaking even on 101 goals allowed, 112 scored. That's not dominance. Jake Allen gets the nod between the pipes, and while he's a veteran presence, his numbers don't scream confidence. A career 2.85 goals against average and a 0.907 save percentage. It's serviceable, but far from elite. The Devils' defense. Suspect, giving up 1,207 shots already this season. Now let's talk Flyers. 22-21-6 might not look pretty, but this is a team scrapping for a playoff spot and hungry for redemption after a rough 6-1 loss to the Rangers. They put up 34 shots in that game, but couldn't crack New York's defense. That won't happen tonight. Philadelphia knows how to capitalize on their chances with a shooting percentage of 10.86%, even better than the Devils. And let's not forget this game is in Philly. Wells Fargo Center isn't an easy place to steal a win, and the Flyers will come in with something to prove. Samuel Ersson will be guarding the net, and sure, his 0.892 save percentage isn't eye-popping, but this is a young goalie eager to turn things around. He's got 4-4 quality starts in his career and knows how to step up when it counts. And today's AI pick is the Philadelphia Flyers money line. Look at 126, the value is just too good to ignore. The Flyers are scrappy, and against a Devils team that's prone to lapses, they've got a real shot to pull off the upset.
Seattle Kraken versus Edmonton Oilers. Two teams heading in completely different directions. The Kraken, they're sinking. A 21-25-3 record, coming off a shutout loss to Washington where they couldn't even scratch the scoreboard. Just 22 shots on goal, 0 power play conversions, and an offense that's been stuck in neutral all season. They've scored 142 goals, ranking them 18th in the league, while coughing up 155 far from a winning formula. Joey Daccord is expected in net, and while his career 0.909 save percentage looks respectable, his 3.85 goals against average tells the real story. He's solid, but he's also under siege with the Kraken defense allowing too many quality chances. And then there's the Edmonton Oilers. 30-15-3 and rolling. Coming off a dominant 6-2 win over the Canucks and their offense. It's relentless. They've racked up 159 goals this season, boasting the second most shots in the league. At even strength, they've netted 129 goals and their power play, deadly converting at 24.79%. That's the kind of firepower Seattle simply can't keep up with. He's got what it takes to keep the Kraken at bay. He's made 87 quality starts in his career, and against an anemic Seattle offense, expect him to have another strong showing. And today's AI pick is The Edmonton Oilers moneyline. The Oilers are simply too much for the struggling Kraken. With their offensive firepower, strong special teams, and solid goaltending, they should take care of business with ease. So let's recap Canucks moneyline, Red Wings moneyline, Penguins moneyline, Flyers moneyline, and Oilers moneyline. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash that like because winning picks like these, they don't come for free forever.
I said,